My Lord and my God, I firmly believe that you are here, that you see me, that you hear me. I adore you with profound reverence. I ask your pardon for my sins and grace to make this time of prayer fruitful. My Immaculate Mother, Saint Joseph, my Father and Lord, my guardian angel, intercede for me. Jesus, once again, we see you casting out demons in today's gospel. In fact, that's how it starts. Jesus was driving out a demon that was mute. And when the demon had gone out, the mute man spoke, and the crowds were amazed. Lord, it's good to see you tackling demons and casting them out. It is good for us to remember that demons can sometimes have that effect. They may want us not to talk. In fact, Lord, in our prayer, in our examination of conscience, in our time of reflection, when we're thinking about our lives or about our spiritual life up until now, if there comes a time when we think, well, I could never tell Father that, well, I could never bring that up in confession, well, I could never confide this to anyone, then, alarm bells should be going off. Why not? Why not talk about it? Why not be honest with you, Lord, and with ourselves, with the priest, with the spiritual director? Why hide it? Could it possibly be the dumb devil, the mute devil, trying to keep us from opening up about that particular thing? Lord, help us to be brave. Help us whenever something occurs to us that we feel like we couldn't ever talk about, that we wouldn't ever be able to talk about. Lord, by your power, cast out the dumb devil, the mute devil, which has started to influence us. The gospel continues by recalling how people reacted to this exorcism that you just worked, Lord. Some of them said, by the power of Beelzebul, the prince of demons, he drives out demons. Others, to test him, asked him for a sign from heaven. But he knew their thoughts and said to them, every kingdom divided against itself will be laid waste, and house will fall against house. And if Satan is divided against himself, how will his kingdom stand? For you say that it is by Beelzebul that I drive out demons. If I then drive out demons by Beelzebul, by whom do your own people drive them out? Therefore, they will be your judges. But if it is by the finger of God that I drive out demons, then the kingdom of God has come upon you. Lord, it is awesome to see you at the beginning of this gospel with your divine power casting out demons. And then it's also good to see you as this gospel continues, showing us your human intelligence and wit. You take their arguments, you twist them on their head, and you use their own arguments against them. First of all, you help them to see, you help these people to see that their arguments are absurd. Why would Satan cast out Satan? Why would one demon cast out another? Actually, Lord, there is a certain amount of logic to that, because demons hate. And they hate themselves, they hate each other, they hate you, they hate us. So we can imagine actually that there is rivalry and discord and hatred among the demons. And yet, under Satan's boot, we can imagine that they are a very organized army, organized for our destruction. So why would one demon cast out another demon that had possessed someone? That, of course, is absurd. And then, Lord, you force them into a very uncomfortable position by their own argument, because they say you cast out demons by Beelzebul. And then you ask them, and by whom do your own people drive them out? As if making them answer the question, could it be the case that your own people cast out demons by Beelzebul? Lord, then we get to the best part of this gospel. You say, if it is by the finger of God that I drive out demons, then the kingdom of God has come upon you. The finger of God. Many times, Lord, throughout the Old Testament, we read about the works of the hand of the Lord, or the outstretched arm of God working great and mighty wonders. But here we're not talking about God's strong and great outstretched arm. Neither are we talking about his omnipotent hand. Here we're only talking about your finger, Lord. With this pinky, God can drive out demons. With this pinky, God can dominate the kingdom of Satan. With nothing more than a finger, God can drive out demons. That fills us with a lot of confidence, Lord. When we think about demons, well, we can naturally get scared. We think, who am I against the wits of Satan? But let's remember that we have at our back God and all his angels. And with God's little finger, he can conquer all of Satan and his armies. To finish this gospel, Lord, you say, when a strong man fully armed guards his palace, his possessions are safe. But when one stronger than he attacks and overcomes him, he takes away the armor on which he relied and distributes the spoils. To whom are you referring, Lord, in this particular phrase? Well, a strong man must be the devil. The strong man fully armed, guarding his palace, keeping his possessions safe. You must be referring to the man that was possessed by a devil. The devil, strongly armed, guarding his abode, keeping his possession under his power. But when one stronger than he attacks, you, Lord, when you come and with your little finger are able to destroy him, when one stronger than he attacks and overcomes him, he takes away the armor on which he relied and distributes the spoils. What is the devil left with after his armor stripped from him? What is he left with when his possessions are taken from him and are restored to God? Nothing. Nothing. Lord, you are the conqueror, and we can trust in you. We can trust not just in your finger, not just in your hand, not just in your outstretched arm, but we can trust in your fatherly providence. We can trust in the love that you have for us. No demon is any match for you. You can take him out with just your little finger. I thank you, my God, for the good resolutions, affections, and inspirations that you have communicated to me in this meditation. I ask your help to put them into effect. My Immaculate Mother, Saint Joseph, my Father and Lord, my guardian angel, intercede for me.